Hey everybody, welcome to the hangar deck. Here is USS Missouri update number 6, and I have installed the LED lights for the rifle shots, for the main battery shots, and I've got them wired up, so I'm going to explain to you how I did that. So this is the wiring underneath the base. As you can see, I have two basic colors here. I have a green and white and a blue and white. And this is just basically phone line wire that I'd picked up at a garage sale, twisted pair wire. So I chose the blue and white for the negative side and the green and white for the positive side. All of the lights are wired up in parallel, which means that all of the positives are wired together and all the negatives are wired together, and then they are wired to the positive, which is the red lead, and the negative, which is the black lead on the battery. And it's a standard um, 2032 battery, which is about the size of a quarter. And then the lights poke up through the top, and then they'll be covered up with the quote-unquote fake smoke. And when you turn the effect on, see if I can do that, there you go. You can see the lights lighting up in the middle of the disturbed water there. You see the main batteries pointing your way. That is definitely the wrong side of the main battery to be on if you happen to be the enemy, or even if you're a good guy. You know, any friendly fire. Okay, so that is the basic update. I will have another update either today or tomorrow with the finished product. I should have it all finished, and then I'll kind of give you a wrap up of what it took to do the diorama and whatnot. So that is about it for this update. This one was kind of short and sweet, and we're going to need to talk at some point about a little bit more about wiring and what it takes to wire up. It's not difficult. It's a little time consuming, but so is building the model. If you have any desire whatsoever to light up a model, say you're doing an armored fighting vehicle and you want to put some red LEDs inside of it to light it up like interior lighting, or maybe you're doing a cutaway of a submarine, or you're doing an airplane that's crashing, or you're doing a battleship that's firing. Maybe you're doing an aircraft carrier and you want to light up the hangar bay. It is much easier than what you think. And the nice thing about it is, back in the old days, our only choice we had was to use incandescent lighting. And the problem with incandescent lighting is it doesn't last very long. If the model gets jarred or what have you, and the elements break, your light is done. And that's really sad, because that light is usually, especially if it's on the entire or in the interior of the model, that light is what I like to call part dash one. And what I mean by that is the part of which the entire model is built around. So to get to that part, you would have to disassemble the model. And you're just not going to do that. It's just too difficult. Some guys, I'm sure, back in the day when they were using incandescent lights, maybe they built them in such a way where they could get it apart. But with LEDs, you really don't have to worry about that. The LEDs probably going to last the life of the model easily. So anyway, yeah, we'll talk some more about that. I've got a schematic that I drew up here a while back on how to wire up lights in parallel. Probably 9.7 out of 10 times, if you wire up lights in a model, it's going to be in parallel. So in other words, all the lights, when you get done wiring the lights, the battery sees all of the lights as basically one light. And it does that in series too, but you lose a little bit of that battery power on each light. And if you put too many lights in series, they'll get so dim you can't even see them. And if one goes out or one wire breaks loose, then they're all out, and you don't have to worry about that with parallel. Okay, so that's it for this update. It is July 2nd, 2022. So if you're going to go out there and shoot some fireworks, please be careful. And please supervise the little ones so that they don't get hurt. I remember when I was 12 or 13, old enough to know better. We had these giant sparklers about this long, and we were using these sparklers. Sparklers seemed to be fairly harmless. And when they would get done, we'd set them down. And I was at my aunt and uncle's house, my great aunt and uncle. And we had just finished one of those sparklers, and we'd laid it down on the porch. They had a cement porch. And I don't know, it'd probably been laying there, it seemed like 5 minutes or so. Long enough for me to forgot it was there. And I decided to get down off the porch, and it was kind of a far jump, so I put my hand down on the porch to, pivot down, and I put my hand right on that sparkler. It was out and everything, but that wire was still mighty hot. So it burnt as my dad used to say, it burnt the pudding out of my arm, out of my hand. So, was that sparkler hot? Nope, just doesn't take me long to look at a sparkler. But anyway, be careful out there. And as always, when you exit the hangar deck, beware of the prop arcs, beware of the prop wash. Watch out for the jet intakes and the jet blast. Keep your head on a swivel. Be careful out there, and come back to us alive. Okay? See you later. Bye-bye.